Oh, Sparks, you got here faster than I thought. Oh, hi. Sorry, didn't you still have to finish up practice this evening? I wasn't expecting you for at least another hour. Oh, has it really been that long since you called me? No. I'm really happy that you're here. I guess I didn't realize how much time had actually passed. Um, I've just been really preoccupied with all of this, I guess. I'm sorry, I was gonna meet you at the entrance. Did someone let you in, or did you find a more nefarious means to get inside? The custodian left? Uh, it's that late? I'm glad that he was there to help you get inside. I, uh, I honestly didn't even hear my phone ringing. No, I've just been really out of it, I guess. Jerry's the custodian, and he always comes to say goodbye before he leaves for the night. I just hope that I didn't accidentally ignore him if he did. Yeah, that's him. His daughter is a year behind you. He's working here so that they can still be close while she adjusts to life away from home. He's a sweetheart. Single dad. Really loves to brag about his kids. Oh, shoot. I actually had some clothes to give him. He has a teenager back home who's been growing out of her shoes and clothes like crazy. He mentioned it to me last week, and it turns out that she and I are a similar size. I was gonna give her some of my hand-me-downs, some of the ones that were lightly worn. I am going to have to just be really intentional about tracking him down tomorrow before the gala. I don't know everything about everyone. I mean, I have to write things down in my planner just so I can remember. My memory really isn't anything impressive. I just try to listen to people when they speak. And if I can help them, then I try to do my best to do that. Like you do. Hey, Sparks, I owe you an apology. Our free time is it's so limited lately with the end of the semester coming, and there really hasn't been a chance for us to just be alone. Together. And I know that you and I were supposed to have that tonight, and then all of this happened. I'm disappointed and tired. I was just really looking forward to it, and truthfully, I am feeling a bit overwhelmed with just everything that still needs to be done for this. No. No, I'm not close to having it resolved. In truth, I'm worried that I won't even be able to get everything done before the event. Thank you, by the way, for the tea. It was really thoughtful of you to do that after you heard how much work I have when I told you I had to cancel tonight. Even if Beverly said I had to cut down on my caffeine intake for my mental health, I am just hopeful that maybe it will have a placebo effect on me. Like, maybe I can trick my body into thinking that I'm actually drinking something caffeinated, so I just perk up a bit. I do miss Americanos, though. It's so sad to see my coffee station in disuse. But I'm hopeful that that tea kettle that we got will finally get some use now. It's the little things. You brought dinner too. Are you gonna stay with me to eat? I don't really have time to take a break, but I wouldn't mind the company. No, it's just... You knew that I was busy tonight, and so not only did you bring me tea and my favorite green goddess salad from that little bistro, it just all reminds me how in love with you I really am. And how lucky I am to be your girlfriend. Thank you. I needed this. Yeah, it's been frustrating. You really don't need to listen to me rant about it. We're together, and I don't want to monopolize your time with something that isn't pleasant. You deserve right now to have a positive, sweet girlfriend. Well, Beverly would say that it's good to talk about things that upset me as long as I am able to enact positive coping mechanisms to prevent myself from going into a downward spiral. Okay. If you really would like to listen to what's been going on, then I can talk about it. Well, you aren't obviously helping out with the events this semester because the team really needs you, but the events committee has just been a disaster. I mean, you already know that Jaden had to step down as my coordinator for the Winter Gala. And so the role instead went to Julia. Well, Julia has proven to be a less than ideal planning partner. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's so talented in so many other things. I don't want to speak poorly of her, it's just... all of this feels so malicious. She filled out the catering sheet incorrectly, and then she purposefully hid the mistakes until this morning. And she wasn't even the one to tell us. I don't know what she was anticipating happening, but... So, Malia messaged me this morning when she went to pick up the tables and chairs from campus catering. She asked about the pickup for food, and I guess catering was surprised because the request Julia filled out was for next week, not tomorrow night. Right? I mean, Malia sent me the receipts and the reminder emails that catering sent to Julia. And sure enough, everything had the wrong date on it. I suppose that I can't actually prove that Julia did it on purpose, and so I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. But she was specifically contacted through catering because they noticed that the tables and chairs were requested for another night from the food. Yes, it's two different forms. It's all very convoluted, honestly, but Malia was the one who ordered the tables and the chairs and the photo booth and the mics and the soundboards and all of that other equipment. It all goes through catering, but they're managed by different people in the department. And so catering, well, they noticed the discrepancy and they attempted to correct it, but Julia apparently told them that she was sure of the dates and to go ahead with the date for next week. And now, no one can get a hold of her. Just poof. She's not answering her emails, her texts, her calls, nothing. Even though some of the club members say that they saw her running around on campus today. And of course, I'm worried how she's doing. I would love to understand what's happened. I have to admit that it's hard not to jump to conclusions after catering shared all the documentation. And it's hard not to be upset with myself. Because I should have been better prepared. I should have checked the order forms before they were submitted. I should have been the one to contact catering. Maybe instead of Malia going this morning, it could have been me. And then if I had been there, then maybe there would have been something for me to have been able to do. No. Catering doesn't have the resources available on such short notice to be able to make any food for the event. And so I spent a good chunk of my day today calling all these different restaurants to see if any of them could help us instead. Thankfully, yeah, I was able to make a deal with a local restaurant that serves pasta. It's not exactly on theme, but it's better than nothing, right? I am, however, still very nervous if they're even going to be able to handle such a large order. I mean, they're a small place, and honestly, I only contacted them because I was starting to get desperate. No, that's not all, actually. We had a live band that can no longer perform. I guess their lead singer came down with food poisoning today, and so he's been throwing up, and they canceled on us. I've yet to find a replacement, and in worst case scenario, I still have to make a playlist of music and just forgo the thought of live entertainment completely. Either way, I should have been more prepared in this situation too. And to top it all off, the flowers that we ordered just never arrived. Yeah, they took the money, they sent us invoices and the shipment tracking, and then poof, nothing. They were supposed to be here 2 days ago. All the local flower shops turned me down when I tried to call in a larger order. So instead, I had to go from store to store just to see if I could find something to scrounge up anything that we could use to make the decorations with. I had Malia and Cal on those, but they weren't able to finish earlier today. So I offered to come and help them in the evening, and both of them were supposed to be here to help me finish after class, but Malia said that there's a family thing, and Cal didn't pick up his phone when I called him, and so that just leaves me to pick up the slack now. No, I mean, I'm just failing. I mean, and it has to be me, right? Why else would so many things have gone wrong, Sparks? These things have never happened when other people were in charge, and so it's making me ask the question of just what am I doing wrong? I've been trying to figure it out, and I just can't. I'm the common denominator, aren't I? And my role here is to manage and make sure that things go smoothly, and clearly that didn't happen, so therefore the responsibility to fix everything now has to fall on me too. And if this event fails, I'm the reason. And the worst part is that I didn't even want to be the event manager. I told everyone that I had too much on my plate and that I was happy to take on a less hands-on role. They laughed at me. No, it wasn't like that. I know that they thought that I was joking. It's just, after they thought that it was a joke that I couldn't handle it, I couldn't bring myself to work up the courage to ask again. They said that I'm the most organized person on the committee, and so that means that I was best suited for the role. And I tried. I tried to speak up, and no one wanted to listen to me when I wanted to make this boundary for myself, and I'm sorry. Hold on. Sorry. No, you're right. Beverly wouldn't appreciate me talking like that. She would tell me that talking negatively about myself when situations are out of control is not a productive use of my time. And she would say that I am my own worst critic and that my mental health is more important than a silly event. Oh, the ice. One of the constructive coping mechanisms that she has attempted to teach me is that holding an ice cube can be grounding. So I've been practicing how to stay in the moment so that my mind doesn't run away from me. It helps a bit. It makes me remember that I'm here. In this moment with you. My wonderful partner who has brought me tea and dinner and has allowed me to rant about my really, really difficult day. I can't ask you to do that. I understand that. Still, pushing my burdens onto you is only honestly going to make me more stressed because then that's just another failure I have to add to the list. You've had a whole day of class, and you also had practice, and I know that you are just as exhausted as I am. And plus, don't think that I don't remember that you have a paper coming up. You were supposed to start on it with me tonight, weren't you? Sparks. This is my burden to bear. Just because I'm having a difficult time tonight doesn't mean that you need to suffer too. It wouldn't be fair of me to ask that. I know that I'm not asking. No. Look, I'm sure that Charlotte and Shay have things to do tonight too, and no, you're right. Promise that I'm trying. This is just really difficult for me. I shouldn't feel bad about asking my friends for help when I need it. And I know that I would be there for each and every one of you if you just asked, and I just wish that recovery was linear. SOS. You messaged the group chat? I didn't even see you on your phone. They're on their way. You really, really didn't need to do that. Charlotte said that she would be here in 15 minutes. But knowing her, I mean, really that could be anywhere from 8 minutes from now to 25 minutes, right? Oh? Shay says she'll be here in 12. I guess that means that we have a few minutes to eat before they get here then, yeah? Oh, you're standing. Of course I trust you. You know that I do, even when you get that look in your eye. It's just you always ask me that when you're up to something. So, what is it that brilliantly mischievous mind of yours is up to? You want to help me relax. I told you I'm holding this ice so that I can keep myself grounded. It's working. So you don't have to do that for me. And Beverly would say anyways that I need to be able to manage my own emotions and... Oh. You meant help me relax like that.